Pounders? Welcome back. Tonight, we'll be ripping a big board. We already hopped in. We got a few badges in here. And tonight's focus is going to be flipping the board, flipping the draft board. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's something that I prefer to do towards the end of the contest. We know where these ADPs have come and gone, and you're really just focusing on the first 3 rounds. You can do it with some of these later rounds if there hasn't been that much player movement. There are people that typically don't fall. You can do it in other rounds, but it's easier in the first couple. Something like this is like bringing JT down to 14, right? If you can make the argument that there is a sliver of hope that he could beat out these players in this range that go ahead of him, Achane, Genty, Henry, CMC, you should probably mix it in. I'm not saying at a high clip because obviously the projections are there for a reason. Indy, not the strongest team, but I like to use JT as an example because we know he has a high ceiling. We've seen it. So we'll see if this ends up being a JT team. I have a feeling that's what we're going to end up doing. Typically, you're seeing people bring up AJ Brown, Ladd McConkey sometimes to the end of the first to the second, right on the turn there. So it'll be interesting to see how this team turns out, but I see a lot of mistakes when people do this, and they're either reaching for players that like aren't in the same tier, like it's like a couple tiers removed, or player movement where players that fall to the next round, they just reach a little too far. So you want to make sure you're getting a combination that is going to be different in week 17. That is the whole reason you do it, right? It's an easy way to get different with players that most likely will be hitting your lineup in week 17 in a final that's 558 teams. That's tonight's goal. Welcome, everybody. T giving some love on the thummy. I appreciate you. I need that confidence builder there. We need that. We get neighbors because he's on the thummy, just natural. It's natural like that. Fuego said, joining you on the Stairmaster. If you guys want to see a second one, I know Fuego didn't get in here. 50 likes, we'll rip a second draft after this. Chad in the house. Chris, what's up? Chris ran hot on the Fanspeak giveaway stream the other day. Congrats to them for reaching 500 subaroos. Washing up the taste of last night's draft. That bad, huh? All right, let's bring JT down to the party here. Someone that's not going to come back around, someone that's very rarely brought up to this range. Jamie in the house, what's up? I want to say pierogi. Seth, what's up, dude? GM. I got a little special coffee here, a little decaf special coffee, a little Bailey's in there. Nothing crazy. That's what's on the menu. Let me turn this light on. A little dark. Proof that we're wearing pants. First time on stream. Drake London BTJ at the 7 spot. Amon-Ra Bowers, Genty, Puka, Nico Achane. The double RB start. A few badges, 1, 2, 3, 4 badges, couple black badges. This could be a soft room. I don't know if any pounders got in here. 45 minutes daily on speed 8-9. The Stairmaster, Fuego Master. Rice and Worthy at the 3-4 turn. People aren't doing that. Rice has been climbing just slowly. Got some positive news. On track for training camp. That probably will boost him ahead of JMO, I would think, in the upcoming days. He's gonna pass Flowers. It's gonna happen. Flowers is still in the back end of this wide receiver core for me. That goes in this range. Wow, Marvit 24. Kind of doing the same thing here. Marv, a player that doesn't typically reach back around. It's a fun one. Because you're reaching over. To get Marv here, you're going over 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers. So that's why it's a little more unique with Chase. And he goes Bucky at 25. Kittle Addison to the 30. Yeah, 3-4. Another one's Jalen Hurts with Devonta Smith if you want to do it. Usually on the back end of the 3-4 turn, here's the most viable time. Otherwise, you're just never getting you're never getting that combo. Let's see what the combo tool tells us. Like, no way, right? Yeah, no Malik. 16 JT teams, 56% with Jefferson. Bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps. Literally, this is this is important. 8 of my 16 teams are tied to Justin Jefferson. It's too much. It's too much. 31% to Garrett Wilson. Even that's starting to get a little high because there's so many receivers in that range. Like, let's see with DJ Moore. 40. None. 0% with Moore, but 31% with Garrett Wilson. So that's another interesting stat there. Mike Evans didn't want to come to us, huh? Not a huge worthy guy. This is an interesting spot. I think we're just going Josh Allen. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've gone elite QB build, especially on the live stream. We'll do it here. Josh Allen at 35. Al Boogs announces his presence. Thank you, sir, for joining us. I was one pick from Smith-Hurts combo, but 3 RB team had to go. Absolutely had to. He had no other choice. Such a weird spot in the draft. We can go worthy, I guess. We're going to go a ton of receivers, so I'm curious how much Josh Allen and worthy we have, though. That's good that he's not on the front page. Okay. I was worried that was going to be a little chalky for us, but that looks good. 16% is not that high. How about Josh Allen with neighbors? Only 11%. Ooh, I like this. Very low with JT because JT's going on the left side of the board. That's another note. Like this combo, even this 2-player combo is going to be very different, which is cool. Very nice. Adam, what's up, baby? What's going on, man? And then you get a nice little run at receiver. We need a little bit of help here at 59 and 62. Who are we hoping comes back to us? One of these 3 would be ideal. They used to be there every time. Typically, you're looking at Debo and you're like, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? And you just know. We need a little bit of luck here. We need a little bit of luck with some receivers falling to us. Also, I tend to go elite QB a little more when there's more badgeless drafters in the room. I don't know. I need a psych test on that. I don't know if it's the trust factor. Like, you're just less likely to get your stacks. Trust issues right there. That's what it is with the badgeless. Won't be getting me today, boys. You won't be getting me today. Zay Flowers, Rome, Rashi, Dev Smith off. With Josh Allen going at 35, Lamar's ADP is kind of a little tougher sell. Same thing with JD. Even though Lamar went off last year, and he was our QB1 last year, he's a nice little discount. was discounted last year. I'm on the edge of paying the rake. Let's go. Let's go. We love that. We love that. We have to go probably 4 straight receivers, so it will look like a different team by this round here. We're going to most likely go 4 receivers unless we get someone to fall to us. If we get an RB value that we like that falls, we'll do it, but I don't think anyone's going to be there. Not that we like. 12 spot is dead. What did he do? 3 RB start with Lamar. It's going to be a tough road. It's going to be a tough road. 5 spots cooking. 5 spots cooking. 4 spots cooking. Although, what happens to Rome if Keenan Allen resigns? Like, how far does Rome fall if Keenan Allen resigns? Because I think you could put him behind Ridley. I don't mean at 71 because I think Ridley should be up a little bit, but there's a small risk there to Romo Dunes, in my opinion. In the 8th. I don't judge you. Yeah, the Terry McLaurin Daniel stack's rare too. Very nice. Daniel's ADP 40. Jalen Waddle off. Oh, man. One of these. We're so close. We're so close in one of those. All right. We still get Godwin. That's like an absolute miracle mission for us. We feel good about that. I don't care if I have to bring up like Ridley, or we can go Reed here, or Judy. Judy I have some qualms with, but we're only at 15% Ridley, which it feels like it should be much higher. Let me see. I'm curious. Reed goes. Ridley. What if we take out the $3 drafts? It goes to 16%. We got him in a biggest board, though, too. That 551, that's what's throwing me off. We have him in a biggest board. Who hams? What's up, baby? When you streaming next, dude? Yeah, Debo goes. We're just going to bring Ridley up to 62. Want another receiver. I don't want to be too heavy on Travion. Those rookie RBs in this range, like Quinshawn and Travion, do feel like a little more of a gamble bet for how high they're going to land on the right team. This guy said, stop the fall. I'm going to scoop Naked Burrow here. 3 RBs. Nico, Mike Evans. It's fine. You can backstack him. Rome was getting some high target games. And then he looks it up, I think. I was wrong. There was a flipping down the stretch, I thought. Nah, dude, like Keenan Allen he's still kind of a target hog. Even then, like if Keenan Allen moves on, they got to draft somebody. You can't go to battle with just Komet, Rome, DJ Moore, and who like Almide, Zacchaeus. Like you can't do that. You can't do that. When's the next stream, buddy? Rome is dead. What? Remember, Ben Johnson loves to run, but they added 2 slot guys. Both could be cut. Yeah, we know Chicago's probably going to change up the offensive game plan. They're going to be a little run heavier, and that's going to help Caleb a lot. Can't wait for the NFL draft. Really can't. I hope the Pats trade back, to be honest. Like if if Hunter's not there, if the elite edge rusher's not there, O-line's there, like, just trade back. Just trade back. Curious if someone's got to be trying to snipe Genty. Bears could be that team. Jeez, dude. Duvernay's like special teams, bro. I wouldn't call him slot. That dude can't run a route. I remember when he was the only active receiver on Baltimore and the dude couldn't pull a 25% target share. I think try Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. That's nice. Nice little pocket window you got there. Nobody wants fourth pick if Ward, Trav, and Abdul are gone. Yeah, we'll see. It would be like Genty. You would think it would be a team that's trying to cut in front of like the Raiders. We'll see. We'll see. Anyone think Shadur's going to Cleveland? I just hesitate. I don't think he is. Which if Trav goes to Cleveland, it's gonna hurt Judy. It really is. Especially with not having a QB. Now, if you speculate that Kirk Cousins is going there, maybe it balances out, but he probably still falls. If you think we're going Shakir here, you're wrong. This dude, is he going to find the Trav click? I'm curious. Dallas trading up. That's a good shout. Let's go. Bringing a little Trav here. Told you, team's going to look different by pick 86. He goes Shakir. It's one of these three. I don't mind the Christian Kirk reach up. Mahomes is gone, right? Mahomes won at 77 to the Rice team. Mahomes and Josh Allen. It probably feels good to get an RB here. Let's bring in Tony Pollard. Let's bring in TP here. The 1-4-2-1 build by this team. This guy's trying to recover as well. The 12 spot started 4 rounds without a receiver. Reed, Debo, Khalil Shakir, and Christian Kirk. Dude's trying to win a cash game. No. Browns can take Sanders and Trav. Sanders is dead. Dude, Bugs is on one tonight. Bugs is on one. No way I need a refill already. No way. Aaron Jones goes at 89. All the coach speak around Aaron Jones is they want some healthy touches going to RB2. Change of pace back to keep Aaron Jones healthy down the stretch. We'll see if that happens. They wanted that last year as well. And Ty Chandler was so bad that they couldn't give him the ball. So here we go. 300 touches for Aaron Jones last year. I do expect that to come down. But if you're getting 250, if you're getting 225, he's probably still fine for his ADP. Tony Pollard, 300 touches last year as well. Should get a small bump as long as they don't draft an RB. Should get a small bump from Cam Ward. And even then, if they draft an RB, are they going to draft Tony Pollard's replacement or a better third down back? Yeah, that's... We're underestimating Rome. 9th pick overall. Very good prospect. Year 2 breakout inbound. Fat Keenan can't stop the train. I don't mind it. I don't mind the take. I got my little 4% blanket here. I got my 4% blanket. I just have so many of those receivers pushed up in that round, even though I don't have him that far behind ADP. I just have all those receivers above him, except for Flowers. except for Flowers. So very different start. If you guys are just jumping in, we started with JT at pick 14, kind of flipping the board there. Some of that typically goes at the end of the second, bring them closer to the top of the first. With Neighbors, we bring in Josh Allen, also a very rare pairing with JT just due to where Allen goes over in this range. And then JT being over here. It's a pretty neat start. We go Neighbors, Worthy, Godwin, Ridley, Travis Hunter, Josh Allen. Let's see if anyone's acting up here. We got anyone acting up. This dude went 3 rounds without a receiver. 2 teams did that. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts at the 4-5 turn is just, I have a hard time getting away from it. McMillan off. McMillan's been low-key sliding. This guy's got a 0.242. You'd think this has to be a receiver, but could be RB, I guess. Or QB. He goes QB. Yeah, with DJ Moore, makes sense. Warren off. This guy's got a 1.421. The badgeless are out. Is this guy going to grab Charbonnet from us? Let's go. Let's go. The hoodie making his presence known. He is here. He's here. He's ready for the second draft. Coming after those pounder dollars now. Do we go Drake May here and try to pair him with Trav? Don't have to. Definitely don't have to. Kind of want to go Colson Loveland here. I'm curious if I can get him back. 127, 80, a couple picks after ADP. Let's go Loveland. Let's have some fun. Forget about ADP for a minute. Forget about ADP. We just have so many other QBs we can go to. We can go to Russ if we want to get real gross, but we can go Cam Ward and Russ if we want to make a 3 QB. And I'd be fine with that with the capital there of those two. Cam Ward plus Russ with Malik. Get some extra stacks as well. Whoever drafts Trav will draft Shadur. Ooh, spice. 39% Kirk Cousins could be a really good call, right? You're getting him for free, 20th round. Could just be a good value. Not saying it's going to be the best for week 17, like spike potential, but just a good value potential there if he does go to Cleveland. The thing is, if they do that, does he get it landed where they draft a QB like Penix, right? And they make that switch during the season? Could easily happen. This pod is all fighting for 4th place. I love it. Not us. Not us. We caught up. We caught up at receiver. This is a nice little pocket here, too. Typically, Higgins is in that range. Trey Harris. So we can touch it another receiver. RB's getting a little thin. Glad we got Charbonnet as our number 3 guy. Could have got bad there. Could have got bad. Could have missed the boat. Could have absolutely missed the boat. Njoku falls to 118. He's been sliding a little bit, too. He's been sliding every day. Just a little bit, which I think makes sense. Wish Jonnu went in that range. I'd have a lot more Jonnu. Cam goes at 114. DeAndre Swift at 113. Swift needs to dodge. If Swift can dodge an RB in the first 3 rounds, like his ADP is awesome. However, I think everyone that knows ball is assuming that they're going to draft an RB. But everyone that knows ball assumed that Dallas was going to draft an RB last year. I remember the talk about Jonathan Brooks rehabbing at the Dallas facility. I don't forget. I don't forget these things. Luckily, only mixed him in when he had a big fall. We were off of the Jonathan Brooks click last year due to injury. Poor guy got rushed back, gets hurt in games that just don't matter at all. That sucks. That sucks. He's going to miss another season. Yeah, I'm out on Keon. I'm out on Keon. I don't love it. And they bring in Palmer. I think even Palmer could make an impact on him. Kincaid's there. I'm just going to pretend like I don't see it. We are going Trey Harris here. Let's get this going a little bit. Let's get that up a little bit. What do we want for our next click, though? It's like this is why I like my ranks. I don't have to look at this. I don't feel like I have to like reach so far because my guys are right here. We can go Jaden Higgins or we can go Quentin Johns. We could go Tajay here if we're planning to do a little Tennessee thing with Pollard, with Ridley, and Cam Ward on the way back around. He goes Jaden Higgins. I think that's what did it. I think that's what did it right there. We're probably going to want to touch on Joshua Palmer. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll grab the duo with Spears and Pollard. Don't do it a lot, but I do think it's viable with running backs that go this late, 86 and 134. Ping pong weeks. QJ stinks. Honestly, the Mike Williams signing probably helps QJ. Javonte was supposed to be on Dallas last year. You out on Carolina this year? Most likely, yeah. I liked I was out on Chuba, and then they signed Rico. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should catch up on Chuba. But coach speak seems like they want to give him a larger role than I thought, so I've slowed down again on Chuba. The waves. But yeah, with Carolina bringing in Rico, they're just much, much less likely to draft a RB with Jonathan Brooks. Not going to play this year, but they spent decent capital on him. So you got to think that Rico's going to be a Band-Aid for when Jonathan Brooks gets healthy for next year. That's what I'm assuming. But yeah, my Carolina shares, let's take a peek. It is not going to be. Yeah, we out. We out. We saw flashes of Bryce Young being good. I don't know. What if the flashes of him sucking come back? And that's a team that could add to the receiver core. So I'm like really sketched out by all of the receivers. If I'm going to draft one, like Thielen seems like the trusty vet there. It's just if he stays healthy at the beginning of the season, he's going to be cooked by the end. Last year, he got some rest early in the season due to injury, and he was cooking at the end. Chuba was my most drafted player. I don't hate the ADP. I've just been taking him when he slides. Where are you guys on Carolina? I'm getting to like 0 Coker too. 2 drafts. I like Mims here, 123. Young off, Pitts off. One of these for us should be Cam Ward. Bugs, dude. One of these should be Cam Ward. And one could be Joshua Palmer. 2 rooks. Palmer kind of fits this team. Chris Godwin, we'll see how healthy he is to start the season. Or we can just chill on that click. Let me see what my Palmer shares. It should be pretty. Only 11%. I know my Kincaid's going to be low. Just because I have such little Kincaid. I'm glad I got away from the Quentin Johnson click. 50% of my Josh Allen teams, 9 teams have QJ on it. Too high. Too high. Come on. One more. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Dangerous. Dangerous. The badgeless, they scare me. They scare me every time. And we just got a sea of running backs here. Maybe we get to the Benson click in this one. Maybe we get to the Benson click. He's fallen past my ranks. This is definitely a good spot for us to mix him in. This dude's been doing a little research. A little Noel and Jaden Higgins. 21 picks, 20 picks ahead of ADP. Okay. We see you, bud. We see you're going to get hit by the QB landslide, but you got Lamar. You're chilling. This dude's big chilling. Yeah, let's go Trey Benson here. 17 picks after. It's a good spot. It's a good spot for us to mix him in with our exposures here. All in on Carolina's here. Seems like everyone's fading them. I'll fade the crowd on that take. I'm cool with it. Cheap QB, you can backstack them. Like, I get it. I think Geno and Sam Darnold are probably 2 of the best values for these late round guys. They're just extremely hard to backstack, right? Like Vegas. You just... Trey Tucker? You just, like, can't. Bryce Young, super easy to backstack, though. Cam Ward's not that hard to backstack either. Grab a little Chiggy. Grab a little Chiggy in your life. Looks like we might get an RB we like to come back around to us as well. We could stop here with 6. If we stop here with 2... Definitely need 3 tight ends. Definitely need 3 tight ends. This is going to be 6 or 7 RBs. Most likely 8 receivers. Rico off the board at 166. Yeah, some of these guys are falling. That worked out for us. What are we at on Alec? 11%. Okay. I didn't expect Palmer to come back to us, but kind of wanted it to. Maxed out 2 weeks ago, JT. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Sad they didn't release a second little board. But yeah, some of these contests, like, they're looking like they're gonna fill before the NFL draft for sure. I'm surprised with where the contests are that they don't drop like a 20,000 or 16,000 person tournament, something in that range. That's like 10, 15, 20, 25, like the War Room, something like the War Room. Shock, I just going back to your comment, I'm just like not certain that they have their number one target yet on their team. Just not certain. 3 weeks till BBM. Probably do a 4 to 6 hour stream when BBM drops. I like to get a good amount of drafts in that first week, 15 to 20, and then slow it way down because you know there's so many contests that pop out after that. Our ideal picks here are right in front of us. Right in front of our face. This dude's sneaky with his sleepy sleeps. He has 3 tight ends. I also like Braylon Allen here too. We're going to bring in Damian Martinez first. Look at this. Nice little pocket of tight ends here for us. He goes 4. He does it. We're like, we just baited him. We're like, you won't do that. He does it. We still get our guy, though. Kate Allen at 182. Crimes have been committed. QBs are coming off a little early. I wouldn't mind Russ as a QB3 to match with our wide receiver 1, 2. It doesn't look like he's going to come back, though. This guy's got 1 QB, and it's Bryce Young. Oh, dear. The cliff has come for you, sir. The cliff does not stop for anybody. It will fall directly on you. Yeah, I don't blame you, Shock. Like, it's even if you're wrong, you're still going to get usable weeks from these guys, and if you're right, it pays out in a big way. That's the benefit. That's the benefit. Yeah, in making these bets, the biggest thing is make sure you're adjusting. Adjusting to your takes after the NFL draft. Sort of reading the room. What did the team do? What's the writing on the wall? Let's see. Cam Ward, we got 50%. Ridley. We are setting ourselves up for Chiggy here. We have to. At this point, we got the Tennessee like super stack here. I like it. Where's our Chig shares? 30%. We like that. 30% with Cam Ward. Hopefully we can get that up a little higher in this draft. Law Damian Martinez. Don't mind that. 30% Chase is interesting. Guess we only have 10 teams with Cam Ward. There goes Russ. He had to. The Bryce Young team had to. These QBs, there's just like not a lot left. All right. We'll probably just stop with these two. Probably just stop with these two. We'll see. Do we have any Cleveland pieces? We didn't go Njoku, right? If we went Njoku. We're not going to do anything this round. One of these twos would be nice. Tolbert's sitting there. We told you how gross we thought the Tolbert click was, and that's when we had Dak. Kyle Williams went, right? I believe he did. He must have, because we have him jacked up in the ranks. All right, who selected him? Top stat. Got him in our bigger board the other day, which is nice. We have him up at 196 on the CSV ranks. Ooh, hello. Hello, how are you? We'll go Slayton first. Just kind of follow ADP here. Bring in another giant. Should we bring in another QB here? Not with this click, but I guess on the way back around if it happens. Nope, Dart's off. I was going to say it'd probably be Dart. Just absolute crazy scenario, right? Tennessee trades the one. Trades the one to Cleveland. They sign Kirk Cousins. We're the only team with a super stack. All right, that's the story we were telling ourselves. So we're just going to click Restrepo. Restrep slow. Mr. What, 4 point? When he run a 4.68? Claiming that he was hurt. Claimed that he was hurt afterwards on the socials when he ran that. I don't know who told him to run that. Or if he was lying. Neighbors Worthy, Godwin, Ridley, Travis Hunter, Trey Harris, Slayton, Restrepo. We need probably one more. So we're going to save on... We'll save the spot on RB. So we're going to stop with 6. I'm going to stop with 2 QBs. We can go one more receiver, one more tight end. Chiggy, baby. I don't think he's going to come back to us. One of these would be fine. I don't want to go Giants here. It's just too much. It's too much. So you can only have so many Giants on your team. Good. Good. A lot of tight ends going, but not our guys. So far, we're safe. Falcons trading Kirk for number 2 pick. No way. No way. I don't think so. I don't think so. He's not worth... Maybe number 2 pick in like the 4th round. If they're lucky. Kirk Cousins kind of cooked, but just saying, if he ends up on a team like Cleveland where he's going to most likely start 12 to 17 games, it's a really good value in the last round. Do we have any Indy? We have JT. Could we go Danny Dimes, a little Colson Loveland to Indy? JT and Danny Dimes, that's an interesting one to say the least. But are we good with this receiver core? It's a good deal, trust me, Browns. It could happen. It is the Browns. It could happen. We've seen worse deals. Poor Cleveland. Poor Cleveland. We know how they feel now, though. It's crazy they haven't found a QB. How many years? How many years has it been since Cleveland's had a modestly good QB? And how many times do they have the number 1 overall pick? It's unfortunate that this year is not a good QB class. At least at face value, it's not. How many likes are we at? We're going to be ripping a second one if we get to a little 5-0. We're at 24. Don't think it's going to happen tonight, boys. Don't think it's going to happen tonight, which is fine. It's A-okay. We'll save the bullets for another night. I've seen bigger comebacks, though. We have 70 watching, so if you guys want to see a second draft, you want to jump in with us, make sure you hit the link, jump over on the YouTube machine, log in, don't be a lurker, say hello, hit the like, hit the sub, do the thing. Do the thing that gets the thing done. We bring in the Tennessee super stack with Cam Ward. Feels good to feel good. Receiver. Go receiver here. Little Ty Felton. It's been a minute since we clicked Ty. Yoshi Voss, Mike Williams. I mean, they wanted Jermaine Burton to be the receiver 3 over there. Let's go Ty Felton. We'll bring in Tylo, 2693. Don't mind bringing in someone that could be a 0 or could have a couple spike weeks. Kind of like a pseudo Trey Tucker. Tucker was gone. Also wouldn't mind this for someone like Yoshi Voss. Get a couple spike weeks, but we don't have too many rookies. And Trey Harris, we expect to have a decent role where he lands, at least where we think the capital is going to go in the second round. So leaning into this, like we're right, I don't mind bringing in a spike week type guy who could be a 0, and that's fun. That's fun. Up to 26 likes. We are going to cover the team afterwards. You guys got a minute. You guys got a couple minutes. And we'll lower it. We'll lower it to 40. 14 likes away. 14 likes away and we'll rip a second draft. We're lowering it to 40 from 50. Don't call me a hero for nothing. 2-2 Jordan Whittington, Akine. These are tough. These are tough clicks. Mason Taylor, Taysom Hill, Noah Fant. This was a soft room, boys. This was a soft room. Kirk Cousins go? Yeah, he had to. This is the Bryce Young team. He ends up with Bryce, Russ, and Kirk Cousins. Could work, but holy smokes. I think there's 2 or 3 dead teams in that pretty easily. Pretty easily. We wanted to go Russ. He goes a little early because that team had to reach up for a QB2. We end up with Josh Allen, Cam Ward, JT, Tony Pollard, Zach Charbonnet, Tajay Spears. We go the little double there. Trey Benson, Damian Martinez, Neighbors, Worthy, Godwin, Ridley, Travis Hunter, Trey Harris, Slayton, Xavier Restrepo, Slow, Ty Felton, Colson Loveland, Otten, and Chiggs. We got 1, 2, 4 Tennessee with the Cam Ward. That's a fun one. We didn't get anyone with Josh Allen, and I'm never going to force it with him. One of my favorite pairings for Josh Allen this year is just James Cook. Just James Cook. Kate Otten. It always feels good to get a little bit of value on tight end, too, when you need it. This is one of those spots with both of these guys, Otten and Chig. We get a little lucky slide on both of them. Help our team come together a little better. Godwin could start slow, but with Rice potentially starting slow, maybe get some spikes from Worthy to kind of supplement. So thinking there. Good little team. Good little team. Definitely going to be unique in Week 17. The whole point of this exercise was to create a team while flipping the board with Neighbors and JT. And we create a unique team. 4.8. It's stronger than it looks. It's stronger than it looks. This kid had a good draft, 2-6, 10-2. Kittle Goddard's fine. Ugh. You got to look at it like with your head tilted at receiver a little bit, but this was a softer room than you think. Wide receiver 5, Dobbs. Wide receiver 1, DK. I don't mind this. I think that's good value on Ertz. RB room, RB4's Hunt. Like, what happened? How do you have so many 7th-round picks? Like this, you could argue that my team's better than the top 3 that we just covered. Sanders, Theo Johnson, Njoku's, whatever. I don't, not a huge fan of this. Gets a little slide on Cup. RB room looks good to me, though. Where's the good teams? Let's try to find a good team. This one looks good. Just cooked at receiver. Tight end looks good. I like the Mason Taylor click. And if you guys are new on Underdog, this is an exercise that I did the whole first year I played, 3-4 years ago, whenever it freaking came out. I would go through the draft and be unbiased as possible and say, compare my team to every team, right? Is my team better than this team? Is my team better than this team? Am I outdrafting the room? That year I posted like 44% ROI. I was strictly cash games my first year on Underdog. I mixed in the next year like 30 to 40% of tournaments. And again, had a great ROI on cash. That was the year we took down the BR main slate, which obviously helps. 3593. But it's a good little exercise if you guys are new. Gibbs, Judkins, Pacheco, J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey. A little thin, but it could definitely work. QB's fun. Hill, Adams, Rice, Addison, Josh Downs, Douglas, A.D., Gabe, and Tutu. Tight ends, sort of whatever. 3 guys. Receivers fine. Just got a lot of... That's a huge break from 92 to 188, but brings in 4. I don't mind it. We'll double stack their potential with Indy. Bo Nix, Fields, Staffy. Jacobs, Henderson, Stevenson, Tank Bigsby, and Ray Day. It's fine. Lamb, A.J. Brown with Smith, Olave, Golden, Leggett, Jack Besh, Jordan Whittington. Likely, Henry, Arroyo, and Tyler Higbee's fine. Nice little slide on Likely. That's where he should be going. 5 receivers through Golden. It was just a weird room. Like, no team seems like overly strong. Daniels, T-Law, and Penix. That's a nice triple right there. Chuba, James Conner, Cam, Scat, Rashad White, Garendo, Shipley, Taj Brooks. Like, this room doesn't look awesome. Nice little stacks here, though. BTJ, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Mika Ibuka, Mooney, McMillan, and Diami Brown. Looks fine. Komet, Strange, and Fannin. Texas Banter with Caleb, Tua, and Gino. Nice little triple. Chase Brown, Aaron Jones, Swift, Wright, Corums. Thin. Amon-Ra, DJ Moore, Waddle, Ayuk, Hollywood Brown, Amari Cooper, Franklin, Vell, and Akine's gross. If Malik Washington can't beat out Akine, like... Just huge breaks at receiver. So weird. Bowers, Laporta, Schultz. Probably should have stopped there. Spending so much capital on those two, you got to stop there. Bakey Bake, Herbert, and Stroud. It wasn't even a stack, too, for Schultz. Genty, Hall, Tracy, and Neal, Ollie Gordon. Don't mind that. Puka, J-Mo, Tet, Judy. Huge break at receiver for wide receiver 5. It's kind of gross. 10. 3 QBs looks good. Achane, Cook, Kamara, Warren, Hill, Kendra, Miller. Looks good to me. 4 RBs by Jalen Warren. Nico, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen. Bros, wide receiver 3? All right. We got to rescore my team after seeing these. We got to rescore the team after seeing these. Allen Ward, JT, Pollard, Charbonnet, Spears, Benson. Nice little 158 on Benson. Give me the value. Give me my fades at a value here. Neighbors Worthy, Godwin, Ridley, Travis Hunter, Trey Harris, Slayton, Restrepo, Ty Felton with Loveland, Otten, and Chig. Again, I'm not too worried about. I like naked Josh Allen. Yeah, take that out of context, boys. Take that one out of context. Keenan has wide receiver 3. You heard that correct. This is a 3-5-8-4. Lamar, Rogers, Dart. It's fine. CMC, Henry, Marion Hampton with Eckler and Lloyd. Oh, man. The Eckler clicks. It's okay. I haven't done it yet. Reed, Debo, Shakir is wide receiver 3. Kirk, Bateman, Higgins, Jalen. Like, this team's tough. I would have stopped here at 3. Give me another dusty receiver. I don't know. This team. I think, did they just reach up for a lot of picks, which makes it look like crap? Christian Kirk is, as wide receiver 4 is fine, right? But the problem is you have Reed, Debo, Shakir's wide receiver 1 through 3. Like, that's a tough sell. That's a tough sell. That's a tough sell. I don't mind how this one turned out. I think it's going to be pretty decent for advance rates. And we got that freaking quad stack for Cam Ward. Fun for week 17. All right. Everyone on 3. We're going to hit the like button. And we're going to get to 35 likes for another draft. All right. We're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1. Like. I refresh. Second draft underway. Didn't work. Didn't work, boys. I tried my hardest. I tried coming down. At 35. Appreciate you guys showing up tonight. We are going to be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, I think we might have a little teaser for the BBO website as well. The ADP's risers and fallers are going to be live on that pretty soon. And that is going to be available for free for everybody. And that is just going to be wildly helpful. Not only for the big board end of season, but starting out BBM 5. Just wildly helpful. So appreciate everyone coming out. If you guys enjoy the stream, go down, slap the like on the way out. Hit the sub button. We're on the way to 3K. And we'll catch you guys on a draft, probably in the Discord. So make sure you join that. Link is in the description. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Pounders.